Wondered when you check into Eskenazi Hospital where that information goes? I'm Melissa Guffey, a business reporter at IndyStar digging into data centers. This data center, called Lifeline Data Centers, opened in the former Eastgate Mall back in 2009.
Damn, so this was before like AI was like a thing in 2022. So this is one of the OG data centers that were built when data centers were not sexy.
Then IT service centers were relatively new for the city, and residents weren't in arms like they are today. DC Blocks wants to build a 3-building data center campus on 305 Fintail Drive, which is actually less than a mile away from the Lifeline Data Center. The Lifeline Data Center only employs about 30 people compared to the roughly 1,500 it promised back when it was announced in 2007. Also, the data center operated from 2009 to 2025 without the proper air permit and recently got cited by IDA.
Wait, what? Without the proper air permit? That sounds vaguely familiar with what's happening right now with XAI Colossus 1 and 2.
For a violation. To some East Siders, they really appreciate the reuse of the former Eastgate Mall. Now it holds Lifeline Data Centers, the IMPD.
So take notice of that. So they repurposed a mall. So like one thing that I've also been reading is like, why don't we repurpose empty office buildings, strip malls that are just like completely abandoned and just turn those into data centers instead?
The East District and the Department of Homeland Security. It's tucked behind a few outposts like a Jiffy Lube, a Chase branch, and a Papa John's store, and really operates under the radar. Even though the Lifeline Data Center provides a better idea for residents about what a data center could look like in their community, the ones being built today are still a different beast, the owner of Lifeline tells us.
Yeah, I mean, just like the engineering, the policy concerns, all of that have just like completely transformed since like the 90s, was it? Till now, 100%. The data centers of old are not going to be the same as the data centers of new.
There's also a question about how many of these data centers do we need and how many can sustain in Indianapolis. To learn more about this story,
yeah, I mean, every case is going to have like a different like reasoning for having the number of data centers like in, but you also got to balance economic development, public health impacts, environmental concerns, and then the well-being of your constituents that live in the state.